Hi, my name's Marie Ray with Landmark Floral Design. Just coming to you briefly because I got a couple requests to give you some ideas of what kind of very brief rundown to give you some time if you would like to order a floral shears or floral snips before you pick up your kit on Friday. So again, very brief. I will try to create a better video, more thorough video, talking about all the different tools you might want for floral design in the future, but just to get you started just for this week. So first, I will link in the comments section of this to my Amazon ideas list that I have. And in that list, you'll see a variety of different price ranges for all of these tools. You'll see some other supplies in that list as well. You can look through them if you want. They're for future classes, different things. This class, all you will need for a tool is something to cut your flowers. So if you don't have something, hopefully you have the chance between now and Friday to pick something up. Otherwise, I'll give you an idea of what else you could use if you don't have access to one of these tools. So first, I have this bypass pruner. And this is a Corona bypass pruner. You can use Falco. There's all different brands. I have a couple different brands in my Amazon ideas list. And so what a bypass pruner is, if I can unlock it here. Bypass pruner, so you have kind of a blunt edge, still sharp, still kind of cuts, still a blade, slicing capabilities, but not truly. And then this side, you have an actual blade, a true blade of a bypass pruner. Okay, see how sharp it is. It's very sharp. If I run my finger along this, it'd be like a knife. I'm not going to run my finger. Please do not run your finger along that. If I were to run my finger along this blade, I could cut my finger. Whereas this, I can't really cut my finger. I'd have to put a lot of pressure down on that. The difference between this and a scissors, right? So a scissors, in theory, is sharp enough to cut your finger. However, I can go like this with not a lot of fear of cutting my hand. This blade, I would cut my hand. I'm not going to slice my hand, run my finger across this sharp side of the bypass pruner. The ideal tool to use for flower arranging would either be a floral shears or a floral snip. Apologize for the dog barking in the background. At home with my kids e-learning today. So floral snip. This is an ARS version. It runs anywhere from $20 to $40 depending on who you buy it from and the length and the different style handles and springs. This is my preferred floral snip. Corona also makes a floral snip that can range anywhere from $8 to $15. Again, there are other brands. Of course, it all depends on what you're looking for and how much you want to spend. But this is floral snip. What you have is you have two bladed sides. So knife edge, knife edge. Again, if I were to run my finger across that, it would be sharp. If I run my finger across this, it would be sharp. The reason we want something like this is when we close it, we are actually slicing through the flower stem. We aren't pinching it shut. That's what would happen if you use a scissors. You will pinch your flower stem shut, closing off the vascular system. It cannot draw up water. Same thing can happen with a bypass pruner if you are not using it correctly. If this is the only option you have, I will talk briefly about this in the floral design class about how you can use this. It's just not easy to explain without having a flower in my hand. So floral snip, floral shear. You might see different names for these. That's generally what they're called. This is a floral shears. So again, it's a knife. Trying to give you a good visual here. It is a knife edge and a knife edge. They're both true blades. I would not want to run my finger across that. I would not want to run my finger across either of these sides. They are very sharp. They are knife edges, blade edges. So if I close this on a flower, again, I'm slicing through the flower, slicing through the stem. I'm not pinching it shut. That's very important in floral design, is to have the right tools. So if you can hopefully have a chance to get something like this, they can cost you anywhere, like I said, from like $8 to $50. I mean, it all just depends on what you're looking for. So, and how often you're going to be using them. The cheap ones, the $8 ones, they're fine if you're not using them every day. I have more expensive tools because I use them more often. You also need to make sure you're keeping them clean and sharp. So if you're worried about that, you can buy a blade sharpening tool. Looks like this. You'll see this on the ideas list as well. a wire cutter, needle nose plier, or an anvil pruner. It's the only thing you'll be using. So hopefully you can see the list on the bottom. If you don't have an Amazon account, some hardware stores have things like this. Bachman's might have it. So yeah, I'll leave you with that. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you before next week, or before this Friday, excuse me. Otherwise, I look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.